is going to be for CDL only. Once we do CDL only, you go back to the school bus stuff, okay? So this is all you got to do. I'm walking up to my bus and checking my windshield. I want to make sure it's not cracked. I want to make sure my rubber seal is intact and my wipers are flush against the glass. I want to look underneath my bus and make sure I have no wires, no foreign objects, no oil leaks or whatever leaks, okay? I want to come over to this side. I want to tell you my mirror is tight and secure. It's not cracked or broken, okay? I'll tell you my hood latch is not dry rotted. It's not cracked or broken. It's tight and secure. I'm going to release it. Over here, my mirror is tight and secure. It's not cracked or broken. My arm is not cracked or broken. Tight and secure. This mirror is tight and secure. It's not cracked or broken. And this mirror is tight and secure, not cracked or broken. Hood latch, not dry rotted. Tight and secure, not cracked or broken. I want to listen for the click, which I heard. I want to come over to this side of the bus. I want to check my coolant. My coolant, I could see the level through the glass. If I couldn't see it, I would open this up and look in there. If I needed to add it, I'd add it between the add and the max. All my, it's tight and secure, it's not cracked or broken. All my hoses coming off of it are not frayed, cracked or broken, they're tight and secure. And all my clamps on my coolant tank is tight and secure, not cracked or broken. This is my alternator. It's tight and secure, it's not cracked or broken. It is belt driven. The belt cannot be no more than 1/2 to 3/4 inch of slack when you press on it. It is not dry rotted or frayed in any way. My water pump in there is not cracked or broken. It's tight and secure. It's not leaking because it's water. The belt on it is also 1/2 inch to 3/4 inch of slack, and it's not dry rotted or cracked in any way. All my hoses and wires are not frayed, cracked, broken, or leaking, or everything is, you know, I don't want to say good condition. We don't want to say that. But none of my hoses all together, I don't see any leaks or hear anything wrong, okay? That's all you need to know. Here, the alternator, water pump, and overall. Okay? And come around the other side. There's a lot more on this side. So you start with your overall, and my wires are not frayed or missing, or my hoses are not cracked or broken. So I start this way, but your brain can work the other way. It doesn't matter how you do it. Hi, Mona. Hello. My power steering fluid. It is tight and secure. It's not cracked or broken. If I was to check the level, I'd take the dipstick out and check it. If I needed to add, I'd open this up and add it. It is tight and secure, not cracked or broken, and all my hoses coming off of it are tight and secure, not cracked or broken, and all my clamps are in place. This is gear driven. The gearbox is down in there. Gear driven. Two things on that side are belt driven. The two things on this side that are gear driven are the power steering fluid and your air compressor. Air compressor is tight and secure, not cracked or broken. It's not leaking. All the hoses coming off of my air compressor are not dry rotted or cracked in any way, and all my clamps are all in place for that. So those are the two things that are gear driven. Okay, so then I want to go to my oil. My oil, I would pull it out, dry it off, put it back in, check my level. If I needed to add oil, I would add oil. Okay, so getting back to my power steering fluid, I want to follow it down to my steering box. My steering box is tight and secure. It's not cracked or broken. None of the there's not missing any bolts or nuts or whatever, and it's all the hoses coming into it are not dry rotted or leaking. And then I have my steering linkage. There's 4 parts to my steering linkage. This is my pitman arm. That's my drag link right here. Then you have an upper knuckle and a lower knuckle, and then you have the tie rod that goes to the other tire. You know what that is, right? Mechanically. There's a tie rod, see that bar goes right?
Yep. And then the knuckles are
here and here. There's upper and lower knuckles. So just say upper and lower knuckles here.
okay.
So there's 4 parts. You want the pitman arm, the drag link, upper and lower knuckles, and the tie rod. All my castle nuts, see the castle nuts? They look like little castles, and cotter pins are all in place. Okay? All right. My shock absorber is straight, not bent, tight and secure, not cracked or broken. I have spring mounts in the front and in the back. All my bolts are in place. It's tight and secure, not cracked or broken, and all my bushings are in place. There's bushings there, and there's 2 bushings in the back over there. There is leaf springs here. They're straight. They're not missing. They're not rusty. They're on alignment. I have U-bolts that are intact, and the bolts are tight on the bottom. Okay. Okay. So then we have our air compressor. Our air brake chamber. ABC air brake chamber. This is the air brake chamber right here. It's tight and secure, not cracked or broken. There's no rust. There's no damage, and it's not leaking. This is my air brake chamber hose. Again, my hose is not frayed or cracked or broken. It's tight and secure. And then over here is my push rod and slack adjuster. And the verbiage on that you have to say is, if I was to release the brakes, I should mentally not be able to move this more than 1 inch of play. Like, it shouldn't be able to move more than 1 inch if I release the brakes. Okay? That's going to be a tongue twister. You got to say it over and over and over. Then we have our brake drum down here. Well, you can't see it anyway. I don't know. Just say your brake drum is down there. And that you want to say there's no contaminants. My lining is not wearing dangerously thin. It's not damaged, cracked or broken, tight and secure. Okay? That's it on this side. There's a lot.